The royal mummy, hidden for 3,000 years, Egypt's greatest mystery. She has no name, no tomb, no inscription, no title. For over 3,000 years she lay in the dark, forgotten, buried beneath layers of ancient linen and stolen identity. But here is what makes her story the greatest mystery in Egyptian history. Her face was deliberately destroyed. Someone in ancient Egypt wanted her erased from existence, from history, from eternity itself. And the question that has haunted archaeologists for over a century is simple. Who was she? And why did someone want her forgotten forever? The world of the pharaohs. To understand this mystery, you need to travel back, not just 100 years, not 500 years, but 3,000 years to the height of Egypt's new kingdom, the 18th dynasty, the era of the most powerful pharaohs who ever walked the earth. This was the golden age of Tutankhamun, of Ramesses the Great, of the warrior queen Hatshepsut, and of the most beautiful and powerful woman in all of ancient history, Queen Nefertiti. For decades, Egyptologists chased one question above all others. Where is Nefertiti's mummy? She vanished from every record around 1336 BC. No tomb, no body, no death inscription, as if she simply ceased to exist. And then in a dusty, forgotten corner of the Valley of the Kings, inside a tomb that wasn't even hers, they found her, or at least they thought they did. The secret that priests buried. Here is something most people don't know about ancient Egypt. When the 21st dynasty came to power around 1070 BC, Egypt was in chaos. The empire was crumbling. Tomb robbers were everywhere and stripping the Valley of the Kings like vultures on a carcass. Night after night, royal tombs were broken into, gold stolen, mummies desecrated. The high priests of Amun faced a terrifying choice: do nothing and watch the greatest kings in history be destroyed, or take action. They chose action. Working in secret under cover of darkness, the priests entered tomb after tomb and carefully removed the royal mummies. They stripped them of their treasure, which had already been stolen anyway, and rewrapped them in fresh linen. And then they moved them, all of them, to one single, hidden location. A small, undecorated tomb cut into the cliffs above the village of Deir el-Bahari. Inside that single chamber, the priests placed the mummies of over 40 kings, queens and priests. Ramesses the Great was in there. Seti Waiamoswentet, the pharaoh who freed Egypt from foreign rule. The priests sealed the entrance, covered the door with rubble, and walked away, and for 3,000 years, not a single person knew they were there. The discovery that shocked the world. Fast forward to 1871. A local Egyptian family, the Abd el-Rasul brothers, are searching the cliffs near Luxor. They were tomb robbers, and they were good at it. One brother finds a crack in the rock. He squeezes through, and in the darkness, he sees them. 40 mummies, royal cartouches, ancient linen, the greatest archaeological find in human history, and he tells nobody. For 10 years, the family quietly sells artifacts from the cache on the black market. Ancient Egyptian objects start appearing in European collections. Egyptologists grow suspicious. In 1881, the Egyptian Antiquities Service arrests one of the brothers. Under interrogation, he breaks. He leads Egyptologist Emil Brugsch to the cliff. Brugsch descends alone on a rope into the darkness. What he found there left him speechless. He later wrote, "I took in the situation quickly with a gasp. Here were the greatest kings of Egypt, lying in a dusty hole, exactly where their priests had hidden them 3,000 years ago." The mummies were transported by boat down the Nile to Cairo. And here is something extraordinary. As the boat passed through villages along the river, Egyptian women came to the banks, and they wept, and the men fired rifles in the air, not in celebration, as a salute to their ancient kings finally coming home. But here's what nobody noticed at the time. One mummy among the 40 had something deeply, deeply wrong with it. The woman with no name, the mystery deepens. In 1898, another royal cache was found. This one inside tomb KV35 in the Valley of the Kings, the tomb of Pharaoh Amenhotep II. Inside, alongside Amenhotep, were 9 other mummies, royal mummies, but with no labels, no cartouches, just bodies, laid on the floor like they'd been dropped there in a hurry. One of them stopped every archaeologist who ever saw her cold. A young woman. Her face had been caved in, her left arm wrenched from her body, her mouth forced open in what experts described as a silent, eternal scream. Someone in ancient Egypt had attacked this mummy, deliberately, with violence. In Egyptian religion, destroying someone's body meant destroying their soul, their chance at eternal life. Whoever did this to her didn't just want her dead, they wanted her gone forever. For over 100 years, she was catalogued simply as the younger lady. No identity, no story. Then in 2003, a British Egyptologist named Dr. Joanne Fletcher made a claim that set the entire Egyptology world on fire. She announced on a BBC documentary that she believed she had found the lost mummy of Queen Nefertiti. The evidence? The gold hair found near the mummy matched a lock of hair found in Tutankhamun's tomb, labeled as a gift from his grandmother. The mummy's shaved head matched depictions of Nefertiti, and she was in the right place, at the right time, from the right dynasty. The world went crazy. Headlines everywhere, Nefertiti found. But then came 2010, and the truth hit harder than anyone expected. The DNA test changes everything. In 2010, Egyptian archaeologist Dr. Zahi Hawass launched the most ambitious ancient DNA project in history. His team extracted genetic material from over a dozen royal mummies, including Tutankhamun, his father Akhenaten, and the mysterious younger lady. The results were released to the world. The younger lady was not Nefertiti. DNA proved something even more extraordinary. She was Tutankhamun's mother, the Boy King, the most famous pharaoh in history. His mother had been lying unidentified in a side room for 3,000 years. But here is where the mystery only deepens, because the DNA also told us who her father was. Amenhotep III, the Great Sun King, which means Tutankhamun's mother was also his father's sister. Akhenaten had a child with his own sister, and she became the mother of the most famous king in history. Her name? Still unknown. Some Egyptologists believe she was Kia, Akhenaten's second wife, a woman who also mysteriously vanished from history. Others still believe the DNA doesn't rule out Nefertiti entirely. The attack on her face most likely carried out during the chaos at the end of Akhenaten's reign, when his enemies tried to erase every trace of his bloodline. She was a target, a symbol, and someone wanted her soul destroyed, but they failed, because you are watching her story right now. What we still don't know. So here is where we stand today. We know she was royal. We know she was Tutankhamun's mother. We know she was brutally attacked. We know she was hidden for 3,000 years by the same priests who were trying to protect the royal dead. But her name? Gone. Her face? Partially destroyed. Her story? Still being written. In 2021, Egypt's Grand Museum opened Gistetsu, and the Golden Parade of Pharaohs moved 22 royal mummies through the streets of Cairo in a ceremony that brought the world to tears. Ramesses II was there. Seti I was there. But the younger lady, Tutankhamun's nameless mother, was not in the parade. She still has no name, no tomb, no ceremony. And somewhere beneath the sands of Egypt, Egyptologists believe there are still dozens of royal tombs waiting to be discovered. The Valley of the Kings, despite over a century of excavation, is not finished giving up its secrets. Nefertiti's mummy, by the way, still missing, not found, not identified. The greatest queen in Egyptian history is still out there, somewhere in the dark, waiting. 3,000 years of silence, and we still don't know her name. If you found this story as incredible as I do, drop a comment below. Who do you think she was? Kia, Nefertiti, someone we've never even heard of? And if you want more stories like this and stories that history buried and YouTube is digging up, subscribe, because we're just getting started. The sand still has secrets.